Team Hood shirts are back with a brand new look. You can get yourself the full design or the pocket design, whatever you prefer. There's also many different colors available, and for the first time ever, we have sleeve designs. That's right, you can grab yourself a Team Hood sweater with a sleeve design. This is something I've never done before, so I do hope that you guys enjoy this. This is a limited campaign though. These shirts are only available until the 16th of March, so you have just over 2 weeks to grab one. Link is on screen and in the description. How's it going, everybody? It's me, your worst nightmare, and today I'm bringing you yet another Sword and Shield video. Gotta keep the views coming. For real though, thank you guys so much for supporting all the videos recently. I really do appreciate it. It's not even just my Sword and Shield videos that are doing well. You guys are just watching more videos of me in front of the camera talking about Pokemon, and it's the type of content I want to make, so thank you for supporting it. And you can continue supporting it by leaving a like on this video. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be looking at the starter Pokemon of the Generation 8 Galar region, Scorbunny, Grookey, and Sobble, and we're going to be doing a kind of a fixture shiny, even though the shinies aren't even out yet. We're gonna, I guess, just look at previous starter Pokemon shinies and try and come to a conclusion on, I guess, what I think would be the most cool shiny for these guys to have, and I guess what I think could also be the most likely, because what I think is cool isn't always, you know, gonna actually happen. I know other people have probably already made videos and tweets about this, so I've tried to steer clear just so I don't like have their idea stuck in my head. So I'm gonna be doing this live. I'm gonna be I don't have any like, I mean, I know what I don't want, so we're just gonna work off of that. So one place I do want to give a shout out to right now is Pokemon DB. Honestly, one of my favorite sites. Besides Cerebi, this is the Pokemon website I use the most. Not everybody knows what every shiny Pokemon looks like, so if you want to have them all in one place, not sponsored by the way, Pokemon DB, great site. So yeah, we're just going to take a look at the previous starters. Bulbasaur is actually one of my favorite shinies. Of course, we've got the iconic shiny Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard. The thing is about these starters, there was color limitations back then, and of course Blastoise goes the basic route of water type, goes from blue to purple. That's one thing I'm going to avoid with Sobble. I don't want shiny Sobble to be purple. That's just something I really don't want. Gen 3. This is some crazy stuff until you get to Blaziken. Blaziken is really bad, so is Combusken. I think Torchic's nice because Torchic's inverted almost, really, and I really like shinies like that when the inversion of colors actually works, and it really works well for Torchic, but as soon as it evolves, it just goes downhill. Mudkip, again, it's one of those water types, goes from blue to purple. Don't like that very much. It's just color limitations though. Trico, the Trico line is phenomenal. Now we move on to Generation 6, which we have the start of some good shiny starter Pokemon. This is the point I wanted to get to. These are the ones I'm probably going to use as reference because the other ones had, I guess, color limitations. My number one rule is do not make Sobble purple. Do not make Sobble purple. It is so basic. Chespin has, honestly, I think if shiny Chestnut was regular Chestnut, I think Chestnut would be a lot more beloved because his colors regularly are so bland, but in shiny form they are, oh, they're gorgeous. The shiny Chespin line is amazing. The shiny Fennekin line is amazing. They make Delphox look presentable. And Froakie does have the most disappointing shiny, but then it evolves into Greninja, so everything's okay. Then of course we've got the Gen 7 starters. This is of course when there was no more color limitations. I think they did a decent job with Poplio. They didn't make him anything too wacky, but they actually made him noticeably different. Same goes for Brionne and Primarina. Rowlet has a really cool shiny, but I think it is a bit overplayed. You know, grass types going to turquoise. I think that's the third or fourth starter to do that. And then Litten, they just straight up make him white instead of black, and I love shinies like that. I love shinies that don't change the entire body, they just change a specific part. That's just really cool. So with the history of shiny starters in mind, we can now take a look at these three fellas and I guess just start playing around, seeing what we can come up with. Let's start with the bunny, because I've got a really basic idea for the bunny. So Scorbunny, I reckon, I mean, I think other people have probably already came to this conclusion. But for me, like I said, Litten going from, you know, black to white is really cool. So I reckon Scorbunny going from white to black would be just as cool. I guess we'll just have to see. So then I would take this and we were going to go ahead and darken him up. Yeah, the only issue here is his eye. Give me a second, fellas. There he is. Okay. That doesn't look too bad. It needs a few adjustments, actually. Okay, I figured out a way to make him even better. Okay, he's so clean now. I've cleaned him up. And wow. He is pretty epic if I do say so myself. You know, there's a few bits and pieces here and there, like you can see I'm like cleaning the edges up a bit, but for the most part, you know, really simple fix or really simple idea. But I think that would be a good shiny for him. And then obviously I can do the cheeky thing, duplicate him here, and then we can here watch. It's really simple, and I wouldn't be surprised if somebody else has done this before. Because like it just makes sense. Taking this and doing one of these. Hue change this. I think blue is the immediate thing that springs to mind. So I guess that could work. Yeah, I think that works. So let's compare it to regular Scorbunny. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, I really like the blue one. Obviously, there's more we can do than just this though. We can go the exact other way of this, and we can take regular Scorbunny here, and we can just do what we did with, you know, that's what I like about this. There's a lot of different ideas that we can have. We can literally just take his ears and make them blue also on regular Scorbunny. I think that's like quite realistic, to be honest, because it is a very simple change. I'm not sure if the band-aid would be blue also. I feel like they'd maybe make that more of a purplish color. You know, for me, because his body's white, I think his body, I guess the only other option for his body for me would be to add a tint of color. Like, okay. So if Scorbunny changed to like that, I think I'd be fine with that, especially if it's firefighting like everybody thinks it's gonna be. I think a red color would actually work out pretty well. But we wanted to try green, so let's try get green. That's blue. Over here, green. But on that note, yeah, I think one thing that I can see them doing, if they don't make its body color, so if shiny Scorbunny, if its body color isn't black, and if they decide, you know, that they don't want to keep its body color white either, I think what they will do is, I think they will just add a tint to it. We've seen it before, add like a very slight tint. So yeah, with this Scorbunny here, he has like a tint on him. You know, maybe do this. Like I could, you know, if he's like an electric type, I think that would actually be a decent shiny, you know? It's hard to tell, but there is a slight, you know, tint of color on him there. I could see that happening. Maybe something along like these lines, you know, just a slight tint to him with like a yellow color. You know, that could be, I think that's like quite a realistic one. So yeah, I think we're done playing with Scorbunny here. I guess I do want to do one last. You know, I like playing around with colors. So yeah, I could take this really quick. Yeah, I think, you know, this could easily happen. Something along these lines, make him blue, and then make him like, you know, tinted blue. Yeah, I think that's quite realistic, you know, like rather than just straight up being just straight white, like a really light baby blue color for the fur or whatever, you know, rather than him just being straight up white. I could see that. I think that one's the most realistic one. One of these two I could see happening, especially because a lot of the people's theory is it's going to be a fire electric, so like, you know, having it be yellow would be pretty cool too. The black ones are, for me, are the dream. I would love the black and blue one. So that is going to be a Scorbunny all wrapped up. All right, now that we're done playing around with Scorbunny, let's go see what we can do about Grookey then. Go on, Grookey, mate. What's going on, mate? What's happening, mate? I really don't know, because I think I quite like autumny colors, but I don't know if it's kind of like, you know, played out as well. I don't know what they really could do for this guy. So, you know, just play around with his colors. Red could work. Purple just seems a bit weird. To be honest, I've got a feeling this guy's gonna be like a nice ground or rock type, you know, just because, you know, he's holding that, he's got that stick in his hair or whatever. I think making him like a orangey color isn't too bad of a shout. All right, so what I decided to do is I decided to cut out all of Grookey's important colors. And we'll just play with it from there. This looks like a design you'd see on a shirt, man, I swear to God. Okay, so main color is green. Like I said, I think a nice reddish I don't know, reddish. I could see reddish. To be honest, I could also probably see like you know. I don't want to just make every shiny black, alright? I'm sorry. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick to my guns, like a nice yellowish, reddish, like, you know, like this sort of color. You know, keep him boring looking. I'm just kidding. I guess that would also warrant, I guess, this more of a, I don't know which way the slider would really go. Would it be more this color, I guess? And then from there, his little eye patch thing here, that could be the most vibrant color of the bunch. You know, instead of his body. Yeah, I think this is actually kind of starting to look okay. Then we got his little, yeah, make these darker. You know what? It's actually kind of working out. The only thing I'm not a big fan of with this shiny I've made here is this. I'm gonna change this really quick. Yeah, you know what? Let's make it that. Okay. You know what? I actually quite like that. Obviously the stick in his hair is probably going to stay the same. I mean, I guess it could technically, you could argue it is a different kind of wood. You know, it's like, oh, it's an oak. I don't know, man. You know, it's like, oh, it's a different kind of tree he got his wood from this time, you know. I really like that, actually. I think that actually worked out well. It was just me kind of trying to get colors to work well together. I quite like this one. We can try it again, though. Let's see what else we got. All right, let's see what color we can get going for his body this time. Yeah, I think we'll try a red, like a nice, because red can be like a very like grass, you know, tree kind of color, you know, with the leaves and stuff. I think red can definitely work. Okay, let's just see. So normally he's green, trying to do red here. Let's see. The thing is, red and green don't typically look that great together. I think maybe making this yellow. I'm just experimenting here, guys. Because I think the thing that stands out about, Grookey is how drastically different all the little parts of his body is. So you've got the green body, then you've got the, you know, the yellow eye patch, then you've got the orange nose, then you've got the brown ears. If you just make those too similar, like for example, if I decided to make the eye patch this, like, it just doesn't look good, you know. I think his appeal is how drastically different all of the colors on his body are. So I'm trying to keep those, I'm trying to stay true to those, and it's kind of finding a little bit difficult. I think blue might be a bit, I don't know, I don't think like those look that great. For this one, to be honest, yellow could probably just stay. And then the nose would have to be a different color. You know what, that actually doesn't look too bad, like that turquoise. I know I said I wanted to stay away from turquoise, but it wouldn't be like the most, it wouldn't be most of his body. It would just be like this little part here. Yeah, actually, you know what, that actually looks decent. That reminds me of Chespin. And then, you know, maybe to keep it crazy, you know, maybe change these from brown to something. I'm not, you know, maybe just give it more of a, yeah. I think blue actually looks kind of decent on it, yeah. Maybe make it darker. I don't know. I'm finding this kind of difficult. Maybe this would be okay. I'm not sure. I think I prefer this. I don't know. Actually, yeah, I quite like this one. This one turned out actually really well. And then obviously you can change the log to like a, you know, I don't know what color trees can be. I'll just make it pure black or something. I don't know, man. I kind of want to have one more go at Grookey, so we're gonna do a fourth one here. I had a lot more ideas for Scorbunny. But I think I prefer my Grookey ideas, because Grookey's got a lot of different accents and colors to work with. It's just about finding color combinations that look good together. And I dare say, I think the ones I've chosen actually look pretty decent. I quite like the red and blue one, the turquoise-ish one now. Now that I've like done it, I'm like, oh wow, that one actually, I would shiny hunt for that. So let's try and not change the body of Grookey this time. Let's just change his accents, maybe. Maybe that's all that needs to happen here. No, I think if Grookey's gonna change, I do think everything needs to change with him. I just don't think like having his body remain green while everything else changes would look very good. I'm really tempted to try and go down the Chespin route of making him like a really like, you know, dark red. You know what, that one's actually kind of working out, this dark red. Yeah, I kind of like that actually. And then I guess you'd maybe want like, you know, just want like, you know, a darker, kind of like a darker nose thing going on maybe. No, I think that would need to remain kind of light. So maybe, man, this is hard. I'm trying to keep him from being like monochromic, you know. I don't want him to just all be one color here. So I think changing the nose is definitely like, you know, something really important. Never mind, I found the one for me. You guys know how much I love red and white shinies. You know, maybe purple could work here. Yeah, that actually, yeah, you know what? I think that's the difference I was looking for. It's, you know, I do think like changing all of his like accents is like really important. So yeah, this would maybe make, I guess it would make sense. Maybe we go purplish for this one as well. Yeah, maybe something along those lines. Maybe not quite exactly though that purple. I don't know. I'm not exactly settled on this one, but I don't want to spend too long on it either. Yeah, actually, maybe this will be better. Yeah, that's better. Something like that. Yeah, I quite like the red and the purple one as well. I like all of these Grookeys that I've made. I think the first one's my least favorite now. The red and the turquoise one's my favorite, but I think all of these are potentially possible. I think this one's the most realistic. I could definitely see that happening to Grookey, making him red and purple. And of course, last but not least, my son, my little baby, Sobble. So Sobble does have a little bit less colors to work with. But that's okay. They're all like different shades of blue, so you know, I'm sure we can get some pretty cool effects going here. Man, I hate making shinies for water types. I love you, Sobble, but I'm not a big fan of the color blue, to be honest. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Keep it 100. This looks quite cute, actually. This turquoise color. This, you know, maybe make him green because he is a lizard after all. Like this, you know, turquoise greenish color. I could see this working. There's that dreaded. No. Be gone! Honestly, quite a lot of these colors actually kind of work for him. I think he'll probably be the one I have to do the least of, because like he is very limited on his color combinations. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling that. And then I guess from there you could maybe hit him with one of these. You know, change the color of his fin. Yeah, maybe something, you know, just a little more green would actually work. But then I guess it is very monochromic, which is like my worst enemy. So maybe that. Yeah, you know what? That's really cute. I like this one. I think this is a good. I think this one would be nice. You know, nothing too drastic. Keeps them similar colored. Let's see, another idea. Let's try something a little different here. Something I could see them. I don't know. What I really want to see them do is just change like really specific parts of this little guy's body. Okay, I wouldn't mind if they were like, you know what? Let's just make these orange, you know, or red or whatever. I think that those colors would look pretty good. And then obviously for the rest of his body, it would maybe be, yeah, you know what? Actually, that works. I kind of just hue slid it over to the right. It's not quite purple. It's not quite purple. But I think something like that would be cool. I'm not sure. I don't think that this fin up here this lone fin would maybe be red. I think it would just have to be his, you know, these little features here. I think this would probably be blue. You never know though. It is Pokemon. At the end of the day, they can actually just do whatever they want. It's, you know, it's just a creature they made. They can, you know, if they want it to have one fin that's red, then they can. But I think that would probably be more realistic. Although I do prefer the red. So on that note, I guess we can try something else. I personally think like a complete switch of color like this could maybe work. Obviously his tongue wouldn't be green. I think I would actually be quite happy with something like this, where they kind of just invert the colors of that first one I made. You know, making him red, you know, keeping the blue accents, maybe, you know, making him red body wise. I love the color red, so to me this one would actually be really cool as well. So far, I think my favorite one is actually the slightly purple one. It's kind of funny. Nah, I really like the turquoise one too. I just, you know, I think for the turquoise one, for example, you know, I've not changed much. I think for the turquoise one, they could easily, you know, it does look a bit mono color. So to like, you know, maybe mix it up, I guess, since they have the possibility to do that, they'd maybe make these yellow, or, you know, change the color of these. You know, maybe, I don't know, maybe change the color of his, I don't know exactly what they could do, but it's their Pokemon, so they can do whatever they want. I think making these like the same color as his eyes, yeah, I think that works decently as well, actually. Or they could just leave his eyes blue and like change the rest of his body accordingly. But I think those are some pretty cool Sobble varieties of shiny potentials. There's probably one more I want to try, actually. And this is going to be everybody's favorite. Watch this. Boom. 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 There it is. There it is. It's over. Just make him black, like Froakie and Greninja. You know, leave him with the regular yellow accent. You know, maybe just give him blue eyes as well. You know, like come here. Take these, boy. Take these. How do you feel about those? Try those on for size. You know what? Actually, the black one doesn't look half bad. I know I was kind of making a joke, but the black one doesn't actually look half bad. I think we're done there. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. I do appreciate it. I'm gonna try and cut it down and make it more consumable. But that's been all of my ideas that I kind of threw together for all of the starter Pokemon and their shinies, you know, their shiny potential. Let me know what one your favorite was from each of them. If you like them, if you've got better ideas, let me know. You know, feel free to make your own video. If you think you're so good, just go do it yourself. Look at these. Look at these. Will somebody come take a look at this? I don't know. I enjoyed doing this. This was like an honorary fix your shiny episode because I know a lot of you guys have been asking me for it back. I'm just not super passionate about sitting down for an hour in Photoshop fixing random shinies because it's not something that'll happen. But predicting what a shiny could look like is something that I quite like doing, so I'll probably do this for more Pokemon that are revealed down the line. If you want me to, leave a like, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.